Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and these are some new accessories from NOMAD. They were nice enough to send them along to check out, and it's not a sponsored video or anything, but they did send them along so we could take a look at them. A lot of you have been asking me to do more accessory reviews, and so these are some pretty interesting accessories. NOMAD started out quite some time ago doing some pretty interesting small keychain based cables, and now they've moved into a couple different spots as well. So this one is pretty neat. This is an interesting universal cable. And what we have here is a cable that allows you to have 3 different connectors in one. Now, before we talk about that, what we have here is a really nice ballistic woven nylon coating with Kevlar inside. And what that means is we can flex it about 10,000 times before it breaks. So that's going to be way more durable than you get with something that you get from Apple. And I think these come in at about $35, and prices do vary from time to time, but all of these things will be linked in the description below so you can check them out. But what this allows you to do is if I take the top accessory off, you'll see we can slide these back. And this gives you 3 different cables in one. And I checked them out and tested them, and you can see this is micro USB, Lightning, and USB-C. And I tested all of these out, and they actually, not only do they charge, they provide a data connection. So they're certified and everything, made to work with iPhone, and you just plug it into USB-A on the other end. And that allows you to charge your devices or use the data sync capabilities between them and a computer or whatever else you're connecting to. So it's pretty neat. Just really simple. If you want to slide around, just hook these together, and depending on which one you need, sometimes I get it upside down here. Depending on which one you need, you got USB-C, and you're good to go. Then when you want to wrap it up, they've got this nice silicone snap here, or cable tie rather, and it's built in and it holds this nice and tight. So that's the first one. So let me set that aside. The second one is a pretty simple idea that I've never seen done before. And this is a cable with a built-in battery. And the battery is good for about one charge of an iPhone 7 or 2,350 milliamp hours of battery charge. So this is a Lightning cable. Again, an official cable. And the neat thing about this is not only can you use the cable to charge, but the way it works is it'll sync as well. And the way it works is once you plug this in, plug it into your Apple AC adapter or whatever you have, you keep it plugged into your phone, it charges through the device to the phone. Once the phone is charged, then this charges. So it always keeps your phone at 100%. And they're really nice. Again, the same sort of ballistic nylon coating, really nice as well. And it's just high quality stuff. And I believe this comes in a little bit more expensive, about $39.99. And again, it's good for one charge. You push this button and it lights up, and you can charge it. And again, it charges just through this cable. So if you start using this as your normal charge cable, you wake up in the morning, you'll have 2 charges on the go. So it's pretty clever, and it's only double the cost of what Apple charges for their normal cable, and you'll probably get a lot more use out of this just because it's built so much better. The third accessory is new for them, and this is a battery pack. And this is a battery pack that's large enough to charge an iPhone 7 about 3.5 times. So it's a 9,000 milliamp hour battery pack, but what they've done is they've included Tile into it. And if you're not familiar with Tile, Tile helps you locate different devices. So this would help you locate your keys, help you locate a wallet, or whatever you want to use it with. And I can do a separate video just on Tile if you'd like me to do that, but that's built right in to this battery pack. So not only do you get 9,000 milliamp hours, if you misplace this, it's in a bag, maybe you know it's in a bag with your keys or something like that, you can actually have your phone notify you where it is and play a sound. Now, we do have the Tile button here, and this helps you sync it to your iPhone or whatever you're searching for the device with. You've also got a status indicator here. You've got an input that's USB-C, an output that's USB-C, and a USB-A output. It's rugged, it's rubberized, and if I flip this over, I can show you 9,000 milliamp hours. It has fast charge output of 3 amps at 5 volts, 2 amps at 9 volts, and 2 amps at 12 volts. So it's got pass-through charging also. So just like the accessory I showed you a moment ago, this pass-through, you've got the same thing going on here. It will pass through charge your device first and then charge up the battery pack. And I thought that was pretty clever. And what you do is you just plug this into your wall here on the input, plug this into whatever you want, and then plug your phone into these inputs or outputs. To show you how this can charge a couple things at once, let me plug in the NOMAD universal cable. I've got it set up to plug into my iPhone 7 Plus, so let me grab this here. We'll plug it in. You'll see it's now charging in the upper right. We'll leave that. Let me grab a USB-C cable. Make sure we put it in the output. And then we'll plug in the Pixel XL. And both of them are now charging. You can see in the upper right. So it'll charge both, and it'll charge both. I'll probably give each 1 to 1.5 charge, depending on how depleted your devices are. If the Pixel's down to 0 and the iPhone's down to half, you might get a couple charges out of it. Just depends what you've got going on as far as that goes. So here's the Tile app. We'll go into that, and it'll say last place. It'll give you a basic idea where it is. Let's go ahead and go into that tile, and then it will let me find it. Now, you can do different things like find, share, and then options, but let's go into find. And now this plays a little tone so you can find it, and you can change that tone as well. Let me hit done, and it locates it within a certain proximity. If we go over to options, you can view it on a map, and you can find details as well. And it'll actually even tell you what it is and everything else. So it's pretty neat. Those are 3 of the new ultra rugged accessories for your iPhones or iPad or Android device or whatever you have. And they also have another one as well that's a dedicated lightning cable that I didn't show here. And these also have a 5-year guarantee, or at least the cable does, from bending and wearing, things like that. So I'm sure if you had an issue, you can contact them. As far as the others, they have a different warranty on them as well, but these are pretty rugged cables, and I'm pretty sure they're going to handle anything you throw at them. They're Kevlar coated inside as well, and they just have this. They're really well done. So if you haven't checked them out, be sure to check them out. In the description below, I'll leave a link to all of these different devices, and they often have different deals and sales and things, so be sure to check that out as well. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.